for being here.
Good afternoon for some and good evening for others.
Yeah.
We're going to continue where we left last time. You know, on the lesson on the Spanish in basic Spanish. Okay, so we were looking at the last letters of the alphabet in the last session. Okay, so
That's right.
what we're going to do right now, remember, well, if we're going to continue in some cases, we're going to stress the name of the letter using the military alphabet as we saw last time. And in this case, we're going to see we're going to finish the alphabet and also going to see some symbol and the use and also the punctuation, you know, symbols that we use in Spanish. So you have to, when you see them, you're going to know how it is the pronunciation and how to use it. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen with you. So I'm going to okay. I don't know if you can see it right now.
Yeah, we can see your screen. Your desk.
Very well. Okay, so we're going to. All right. So we were looking last time at the alphabet here, and I think that we stopped on the S, I believe. Okay, remember the R, it has two tones. The R is the soft R and the strong R. Like in ferret, the strong R, and like in first is the soft one. Okay, now in this case you have ferrocarril, like in the train, the ferrocarril, and ferrocarril, and the flor is a very feeble R, flor, not flor, but it's flor. It's the R is soft. Now, and remember, with the use on the vowel will be ra, re, ri, ro, ru.
Yeah.
Ra, re, ri, ro, ru. Okay. Now, let's go with the S. The S, it will be also, you know, it's always the same sound. There is no difference, you know, sometimes with the C, but the C, the difference of the C, you're going to use the S only. You're going to retract your tongue to the back of your and say and open your mouth wide to say S, and close your teeth. Okay. So, and the difference from the C is that the C is pronounced with putting your tongue between your lips and say. And the S is okay, like in you pronounce it in English like shoe. Shoe is the S, but in Spanish is zapato.
Zapato.
No zapato, is zapato. Zapato, exactly. This is shoe, zapato. Okay, so there will be a difference. Now, in the use with the vowels, it will be sa, se, si, so, su.
Sa, se, so, se, si.
Sa, se, si, so, su.
Sa, se, si, so, su.
Exactly, that's correct. Now, and you use it, you know, in words like just give me 1 second.
España.
España, exactly.
El Salvador.
España. Okay. El Salvador. Okay. The sun is sol. C'est différent à le français que le sol est le sol. Le soleil, for us is sol, is the sun. Okay. And the sound, it will be, remember, sa, se, si, so, su. Okay? Perfect. Now,
I'm
let's
sorry,
go
Pepe,
with-
what's the Spanish word for Australia?
Australia? Australia.
Yeah.
Let me write it to you.
Yes, please.
Oh, sorry. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. It will be like this. Just 1 second.
Right. Yeah.
Breaker, 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 breaker. This is Bravo Golf Bravo. Over. Spanish word for Australia. The Spanish word for Australia, is it oca? Is it oca? Australians are ockers. Over.
This is no, for the nomination that we give to the Australians, Aussies.
Aussies.
Would you please write it?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, how cool is that?
It's the same as Aussie, but Aussies.
Does it have a plural form? Does it have a plural form?
Aussies, no, that's the plural form. Aussies.
So Bill
Aussies?
as Aussie, right?
Aussie is an Aussie. Yes.
Yeah, Bill is an
Aussies
Aussie from
for
Australia.
the country name, is it? For the
Yes.
For
country
the
name.
adjective. The
For
adjective.
Australia, the name is Australia.
Australia and Aussie.
Y Austria is
That's
Austria.
something else.
Exactly.
Austria, yes.
And the Aussies on, well, we don't have a nomination as for Austrians, only
Maybe Austriano.
Austrians. No, Austriaco.
Really?
Austriaco. This is for Austrians. Austriaco. But
How about
we don't have a respective or a nomination, you know, is in a slang for them. No, those only Austriacos, Austriaco or Austriacos, or Austriacas in the name of the feminine form. Austriacas, Austriaca, Austriacas.
But Aussie goes with both male and female, right? For Aussie.
Exactly. Aussie is male or female. That's correct. Correct. That's an Aussie.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad we're allowed to be male or female, mate. Thank you very much. That's nice of you, Spaniards, to let us be male and female.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. It's up to you.
That's right.
That's a privilege.
A true honor. You're a gentleman, sir.
Yeah, that's a nod.
Papa Echo, Papa Echo. What a lovely man you are.
Yeah. Okay, back to you. Back to you.
How about Indonesia? Indonesia for country and Indonesian for people.
Yeah.
We really not use it. Okay, for example, Indonesios.
This is
Indonesia
for the people. Yeah, Indonesia.
Yes, we because we don't have too much contact with Indonesia. We don't have another nomination. Only Indonesios, Indonesios, or Indonesias in the feminine form. Okay.
Rene es Indonesia. Or shall we keep the S? for with singular form, like Rene is Indonesia, S Indonesia, or S Indonesias?
No, Indonesias is the plural form. Indonesia
Ah,
is the name of the country for us, and also the denomination of a female from Indonesia, from a lady from Indonesia is Indonesia. It's and for India is India or Hindi or Hindi.
Hindi, okay.
Hindi for everybody is denomination. The how can I say the nomination, the popular nomination will be Indi or Indios. That okay. This is a very important thing, you know, because we are called also the American Indians.
Yes.
Because of the you know
Christopher Columbus mistake.
Christopher Columbus exactly mistake
he mistook the Americans to Indians.
Exactly. It was from you know, the American the Orient Indian. It was mistake, you know, with the, so that's why we call American Indians or the Western Indies. Western Indies.
And what's that in Spanish?
Sí, Indias Occidentales. West. Well, we're going to see this later. West. Is Occidental. Is West. Occident.
Occidental.
Occidental. O Occidente. Occident is Occidente. Is right like this. And so we are called the Occident Indios Occidentales. Sorry.
Yes, no I. Indios Occidentales. Okay.
That's right. So we call our natives, you know, you know, the proper, the pure
Americans.
You know, race, Americans and Native Americans, Indios also, but because it's the mistake of the that the Spaniards they committed, you know, when they discover America. So and it's stuck. This is sometimes it can be pejorative, sometimes it is not. You know, it's mostly is a common name. So most of the people understand very well, you know, when you call the American Indians. Now, so let's go back to our
Abecedarios.
El abecedario.
El abecedario, sí.
Our alphabet. That's right. So now then we have the letter T. It doesn't have any special pronunciation, only like in train, like in tomato, like in tank. So it will be for A, it will be ta, te, ti, to, tu. Ta, te, ti, to, tu.
Two.
Ta, te, ti, to, tu.
That's right. Remember, the I is pronounced E and the E is pronounced E. So ta, te, ti, to, tu.
Okay.
Ta, te, ti, to, tu.
Yes. Like in the letter I will be like in team. The name Tim, Timothy. T. Now te is the name of the letter. It is pronounced te, like in the word the T. I'm sorry, here. Like in the word T, it will be te, but with an accent. Te. When you when you see this, we're talking about the drink, the tea. And te is also the is a pronoun that it says it means to you. Te.
Te.
Te. For you.
Te.
Te pertenece. It belongs to you. Te pertenece.
Te pertenece.
Exactly. The letter te without the accent, it will be something like is yours, too, for you. Te, a ti. Te, a ti. Ti is you. Like in French, it is toi, tu. Te, a ti, toi. Okay, and in English it will be you, to you, te. So it will be T, it will be with an accent, and te means to you. It belongs to you, yours. Okay? Now, let's go back to now. Tu is the second person in the pronouns. It is tu, like you, tu.
Sí. Okay.
Okay, so it will be. We're going to see that later. You know, it will be the persons, the first person, I, yo, tú, you, he, él, she, ella. Okay. Uno, like on in francés.
One.
And one also in English. Exactly,
yeah.
that's right. But
Yeah.
uno is like the person in en in francés. Okay.
Sí, okay, yeah.
On.
Okay.
Et en, le numéro en.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Un en in français will be en. Uno. C'est la même manière.
I guess it's the same, even in it's and une. See, anyway. Okay.
Oui, c'est ça. Ella, uno, eso, that, this, esto, okay, and then we, that will be nosotros, no, nous, okay, vosotros, okay, y ellos, the plural.
Ellos, yes.
We're going to see this right now, but okay, it will be ellos. Ellos o ellas in feminine form. Okay, that will be the persons that you use in Spanish. Now, okay. Now let's continue. Okay, let's see here. Okay, now, so it will be, and okay, ta, te, ti, to, tu. Now, the letter U is pronounced U, is the vowel, is the last vowel of the alphabet for us, you know, and we use it, you know, in a strong form and in a feeble form, okay? So it will be soft and strong, okay? U and U. Now, this has a different pronunciation depending on the accent that you use, because you can use it. Well, we're going to see the accents and the punctuations later, all right? Now, then, okay, listen to this. We know the letter B, B.
Sí.
Okay, now, also we use the B that we call it V, because it has the form of a U. It's the B with the form with a U, so that's we call it V. or
Mm.
we call it B, labi dental. Labi dental or lips dental is because we use
Ah.
the tip or upper teeth to join the lower lip, so like this. V,
Mm.
v, no B,
Mm.
like we use the two lips together. B, like in this one.
Mm.
B, like in
B.
B, but in
And
V. Now,
V.
most of the people, they say also in Spanish, in Spain also, they say that we
Yeah.
don't have a different pronunciation with the B. No, that is
Yeah.
wrong. We use, in Castilian, there is a very, very strong
Close.
difference. Like
Okay.
in uva, no uva,
Mm.
it's
Mhm.
uva,
Mhm.
with the V, the V as in uve,
Okay.
okay? Like in
Mhm.
vino, no vino. Vino is from come, vino with the B,
Yeah.
but with the V is vino of the wine, vino. So the pronunciation, it is most of the people say that there is no difference. Yes, it is. There is a difference. Okay, so be careful, and also on the writing, because it is the right way to spell it and to write it. Okay, so vino is with the V, with the a V, a small b or large B. We can do it V or B, B or V.
Okay.
Okay, and the W. Okay, that with the B will be va, ve, vi, vo, vu.
Okay.
Va, ve, vi, vo, vu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and with the W, exactly, and the W will be o W o W.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can say W as well.
Yes, exactly. W. I'm sorry. W.
Okay.
W. Double. W. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
W o W. W. Okay.
Okay.
You can sign it. Normally in Spanish, you can say W, but in Spain, Castilian. But in the Americas, in the Spanish America, we call it only W.
Oh, okay. That's easier.
W. Exactly.
Okay.
Like in the word, I remember the word that you said, about patata, potato.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, potato. The potato es un modo en punte del español. It's a Spanish word, that it was lent to the other countries, is that comes from the Indian name or the native name in South America for patata is papat. That's why we call it patata in Spanish, patata.
Okay.
But in America, because it's papat, we call it papa, like father, and like the Pope, like in the Pope also. Papa. El Papa is the Pope, in Rome, and la papa to eat. Papas in its plural form, papas. Y the name Papa, like a father, Papa, like my father, Papa. Okay.
Papa Echo, this is Bravo Golf Bravo, over.
Yes.
The song in my head is you say potato, I say patata, over.
Potato. That's right. It's potato. It's the same.
So Pepe, you're saying that in Latin America, it's very common to say papa and papa instead of
Papa.
patata.
Papa, exactly.
Papa.
Instead of potato, we call it only papa. Because in the Americas, only in the Americas. In Spain,
Okay.
will be patata.
Patata, okay.
And potato, any potato or potato.
Is potato originally from America?
Potato is originally from Peru. Yes, that's right.
Really?
From the Alto,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
The papa, the potato, the patata is American. It was taken from the Americas to Europe and used very commonly. You know, in the well, you know how
Okay.
how was so popular. You know that there was, you know, the famous famine in Ireland because of that. And also,
ask Bill about it. Bill is originally Irish.
no, it is not. You know, it's
Bill,
American.
Bill is
Like
Bill.
the
No, I'm
tomato,
saying
like the tomato. The tomato was also American.
I'm too smart to ever argue with a Spaniard, mate.
okay. Okay.
You know? Okay, so it is American. You know, we have a lot of different types of tomatoes here, and also of potatoes.
Okay. Potato.
And
Patata.
yes, we have we
Do we
have
say
the sweet potato also, and you know, it is in Europe. Was so popular that they also, you know, they used to make the famous vodka from grain. Now they do it on grain again, but they used to use potatoes to use vodka. Okay, and that is a very famous one. The Polish vodka is made from potato, and the Russian one is made from grain.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
so and because the vodka is not Russian, it's Polish.
That's another piece of information. That's something new to me.
No, they will strangle you. You know, the Russian will strangle you if you say that. But it's the truth. And the real vodka, the best vodka, is made from potatoes, not from grain. But of course, there are, you know, one of the best vodkas are made from grain. We cannot deny it. All right.
Okay. Never tried it anyway. Okay.
But the Russians will be very angry with you if you say that.
And that's understandable.
It is true. Exactly. So now, all right. So okay. So with the V will be, as we said.
Yes, we X.
No, exactly. But with the W, we use it very little. We don't use it much, you know, only for foreign words like is whiskey, W, like in, but we don't use it. Normally, we don't have a use for the W in Spanish.
We don't have a use for whiskey in Spanish.
Oh, no, for whiskey, yes. You know that is in any language.
Yeah.
So, but we don't use, you know, the W word. You know, it's only for foreign words like whiskey, well, only that's the only example that I can give you. You know, that we don't use.
So it's like the letter K, like the letter K. It's very rare.
Exactly, it's very rare to use. Exactly, this is only for foreign words. Okay, now the X one. Okay, X is called X in Spanish. It's the X. Okay, and we use it also in very rare occasions, but there is, you know, a very special way to use it, because in the ancient Spanish, it was very commonly used, like in the word it was the X was used like a J. It was pronounced in the old Spanish pronunciation, very ancient one, you know, before, well, by the time of the arrival to the Americas in 1492, okay, it was pronounced like a J. Z.
Yes,
No,
see.
but instead of C, it was G. But now is G. I'm sorry. In those days, it was C. Like in the name, you remember the name of the famous El Cid. You remember the El Cid?
No.
The Spanish person, the Spanish hero that is called El Cid.
Great movie, isn't it, El Cid?
Oh,
Great
yes.
movie, yeah, great movie.
Okay.
Great,
Well,
yeah.
the lady, his wife was called Ximena. That was called Jimena. So the X was had a pronunciation of a J.
Okay, Jimena.
Jimena. Now,
Okay.
you doesn't write it anymore like that, but you write it like this, Jimena.
Jimena, I see.
Jimena.
Okay.
Okay, in those days, you know, NDX is still like in Mexico. Okay, Mexico. In Spanish, in English, we call it Mexico, but in Spain, you can write it like this, Mexico or Mexico.
Mexico.
Okay, that is a proper way. So it is accepted in the two ways, and it's proper to say that. Mexico y Mexico, in Mexico. Mexico, but you always pronounce Mexico because the X is now pronounced like the J, like it was. Okay, so Mexico. Okay, and those are.
Yeah, do you know what's the word for? Do you know the Don Quixote? Don Quixote, the story, the famous writer, the famous Spanish writer. The book Don Quixote?
Don Quixote de la Mancha.
Exactly, Don Quixote. Okay,
Don
that's
Quixote.
what I'm asking.
And Pancho
Exactly.
Sanchez.
Exactly, and in those days it was writing like that, Quixote.
With X. Okay,
Exactly.
yeah.
Now we write it like Quixote.
Don Quixote.
But it was Quixote. It was Quixote.
By Cervantes. Cervantes. Okay.
Exacto. Miguel de Cervantes y Saavedra.
Oh.
Okay, now, and remember the Cid was the great, okay, I'm so sorry to say this, but he was the great Muslim slayer. You know, but also he was a soldier of fortune that also served the Sultan of I'm sorry, the Lord of Valencia, that was a Muslim in those days. He was also, you know, a higher sword. You know, he was a bandit, and he was in reality he was a soldier of fortune. You know, it was
a mercenary. Are you saying?
A mercenary, a bandit. You know,
mercenary. Yes.
He made his fortune also, you know, assaulting caravans and everything. So it is, you know, in those days, you know, it was he
very
was
common.
You know, because it was very common, because he was a knight, you know, exiled knight, you know, from the Castilian court. So so to gain the favor of the kings so he began, you know, a reconquest campaign, you know, until the fall of Valencia. He captured Valencia. It was a very great, you know, lordship, a very power, you know, in those days. And when he died, the city, you know, in 20 years later, fell again to the hands of the of the
Muslims?
chief that came on the yes, that came from again from Algeria. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, so because they were, you know,
Arabic.
the Muslim from Spain always had a great, a strong relationship with the powers in Algeria and in Morocco and all those parts.
Do you know what, Pepe and Bill and Rahma as well? There are so many towns now in Tunisia which were founded by the Muslims who came from Spain, who were just
correct
guys.
from Al-Andalus, yes, from
Exactly, from
Al-Andalus.
Andalusia, exactly. And this and the story goes that most of those families, they still have the keys of their houses, even after hundreds of years. They still have the keys of their houses in Spain because they thought they would go back to their
exactly.
houses.
That's right, to the ancient homes.
Excuse me, I
Yeah.
don't want to sidetrack too much from Pepe, but I do have the question.
Hmm?
Where did you live before all the Spaniards come over and built your cities for you, mate?
Sorry?
He said they didn't have cities in Tunisia before you Spaniards went over and built them. So where did you all live?
That. I didn't say
sorry.
that.
I
said,
thought that's what...
yeah. There was a big kingdom in Tunisia at that time, and when the Christians, sent the Muslims out of Spain,
expel them.
They expelled them out of Spain by the thousands. They came here, thousands of them, and they came to North Africa, and many of them came to Tunisia. And the king of that time, the king of Tunisia at that time, gave them, actually, he told them to choose areas and build your own town there, because it wasn't easy for them to integrate in the local society, because they were a bit different. They looked different. They were not, they have their own version of Islam. They were very open. That's right? So they were a bit of different from the original people. So they built
they were a different dialect of Islam, if you want to use the analogy of language.
Exactly.
That's right. Yes,
and they used Castilian. They used Castilian, and we have a word for it in Tunisian dialect. We say kashtal. Kashtal means to speak Castilian, but because at that time when they used to speak to the native people, they speak in Spanish.
Correct. And it was unfortunately, the reconquest of the Muslims, kingdoms in Spain was really violent and really unfair, because the Spaniards, they forced the remaining people or to convert to Christianity or to be expelled or dead. So it was really bad, in those days. So that's why a lot of
one more thing, if you don't mind, one more thing, that even the Jewish who used to live in Spain, they also move it to North Africa.
Exactly, they suffer a lot. Exactly, because it was, especially in those days, because they began the Inquisition and everything, so it was really hard for them. Of course, there is, also a very dark, how can I say, novel reading about that. Not all that they said is true, but they were abuses. Of course, they were really serious abuses. That's right. So, okay, let's move on. Okay, with this now. So X is used only in a few words, like also la Y, la Y en français, and the Y in English, okay? So we call it also Y. La Y is called also in Castilian. I'm sorry. Oh my. Y. O Y. Oh my Lord. Give me just 1 second. Sorry.
Take your time. Take your time.
Okay, so it will be Y. Sorry.
Oh, Maria is trying to join.
Okay, Y. This is from Greece. That means Griego. Is
I see.
Griego from Greece, or Griega is
Okay.
a feminine form. Masculine
Okay.
form, Griego. Sorry, Y.
Mhm.
Okay, now, and
Mhm.
call also, we call it Y. Y.
Mm. J.
Y.
With
Y.
J. Okay. Mhm.
We use it like in yo-yo,
Mhm.
okay, like in Sarigüeya. Sorry, give me one moment.
Take your time.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. It's fine.
Oops. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's called. I'm sorry. Oh, here.
Yeah.
You. Oh, you.
Oh,
Sarigüe.
okay. Oh, you
Yeah.
got it.
We
Okay.
might hear some cussing in 7 languages here shortly.
Okay.
And what
No,
does
exactly.
that mean?
I'm so sorry because we don't use this one. Okay.
Yeah.
You remember the way that we pronounce the he? The G
Yes. Yes.
is ha, is ga, he,
Yeah.
without the U is he
Yes.
without the U,
With
go,
the U is gay.
who.
Okay.
But if we use it, we use it, with the U with the diéresis, with the 2 points, and the E, that is called, you pronounce it gue.
So
In this,
when we put the 2 dots, we need to pronounce the U, the letter U. I mean,
yes,
like
exactly. In this case, if not, you pronounce
Sarigüeya.
ge.
Sarigüeya. Sarigüeya.
Huella. Yeah.
Sarigüeya.
Now, the pronunciation of the Y and the L, the double L, will be ya, y ya. Without the Y will be ya, and with the Y will be ya. Without the L, no, you don't pronounce that. You pronounce ya. Okay.
The double L is very confusing to me because it sounds
yes,
when
exactly. It is pronounced, with an L, like and with the Y only ja. Okay, so it will be the 2 ways that you pronounce the j. Okay, this is called elje, and this is called j.
Okay.
Okay, and the double L will be LJ.
How do you write Guatemala?
In Guatemala, without the not double L.
Without the dot. Yeah, I mean, no. The for the 2 dots on the U on Guatemala, because we need to pronounce Guatemala.
You see, but it's because if you pronounce like this, hey, but if you write it like this, is ga. There is gua, but in Spanish is ge.
Oh, see, yeah, I got it. I got it. Okay.
Okay, ge is like this. Ge. If not, it's he. It's the same like with the E. He, and with the U is gi. But remember, with the U, with the diéresis, the double point.
With E and I, actually, not with only with E and I.
Exactly, that's right.
Yeah, I got it. It's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay, this is ge. Okay, gue. This is this will be. Remember, he, que,
Ge, ga,
y gue.
gue. Okay, he, ge, and the gue. I can see
Exactly.
that.
And with this one, he,
He,
gi,
ge,
gui.
and the gui.
So it will be,
Mhm.
and you know the pronunciation is different. Okay, so remember
Yeah.
when you see this, it will be gui or gue.
Gui.
You only
Okay.
use it with the e, the I, and the
And
e.
I got it. Yeah.
We don't,
But not with not
you
with
don't use
A.
the diathesis with the A or the U or the U or the O.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
ga, ge, gi, go, gu,
Gui.
gi, y ge,
Gi and the
y
gui.
gui, y gue.
Gui. Okay.
Only for those, for the I and the E.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
There is
clear.
no other use. Exactly. So
Yeah.
let's go back.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, that will be the pronunciation of the Y will be with the A will be ja, je,
Mm-hmm.
ji, jo, ju. Ja,
Mhm.
je, ji, jo, ju. Like
Mhm.
well, like the X. I remember xa, xe, xi, so, su. Remember, it is not longer pronounced he. It's only with the I and the E. Sa, se, si, so, su. And the Z, and the Z will be different like this in za, ze, zi, zo, zu.
Mhm.
Like in, okay, like in this case. So, zapato, shoe.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay,
Zapato
okay, so
with the.
zapato. This is the shoe.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, and it will be za, ze,
Mhm.
zi, so, su. Okay,
Mhm. And you pronounce it za or sa? Sa
za.
or za? Za.
You make the stress of the z, with the
Okay.
ts, za,
Okay.
like in tsar. Za.
Yeah, but in in words, when you use it in words like zapato, do you say zapato or sapato?
Zapato, zapato, zapato.
Zapato.
Zapato, like in zoológico. I'm sorry.
Zoológico. Okay.
Like it's in zoo.
Yes, zoológico.
Okay, zoológico. It's the zoological garden. Zoological.
The
Okay.
zoo, yeah.
It's the zoo. Okay. In suela. That is called also suela with an S. You can write it the two ways. That is the sole of the shoe.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's the bottom of the shoe.
Exactly, the sole. So I'm sorry, the sole of the shoe. All right.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Exactly. So it will be suela, or suela. It's the same. You know, right now we use it more with the S, not with the C. Okay, but there is a lot like sopilote. In the Americas, this is the buzzard.
I'm sorry. What is it?
It's a buzzard. Yes, the like a buzzard. Is the sopilote. What is the other name, Bill, for the buzzard?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's listening.
The bird, the buzzard.
Oh,
buzzard, the buzzard.
That's right, the buzzard.
The buzzard. Okay.
It is called sopilote, but it's only in the Americas. It's called like this, and mostly in the north, because this is a sopilote is a Nahuatl name. Is Nahuatl is the Indian language, you know, that we use in well they use here in my country, and also in how can I say, in Mexico, I'm sorry, in in Mexico, the proper Mexico City is the Nahuatl. This is the Indian name for the, okay? So we call it Nahuatl. It's very strange, you know, because we are separated by the Mame, or the Mayan language with Mexico. Now what we only use in Mexico here in Spanish, and it's separated in Guatemala by the Mayan language.
Okay.
It's very strange, you know, because that is something, you know, to learn later. All right.
Okay. Yes.
So pilote is the buzzer. All right. The buzzer. That's right.
So it's a type of a bird, right?
Yes, it's the what is the other name for that, Bill?
He said buzzard. He said buzzard or something.
Buzzard. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But it's we call it buitre in Spanish. In Castilian is sopilote is buitre. The buzzer. Buitre. It's not too different, but it's buitre and the buzzer. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So it's sopilote in the
Latin
north
America.
of Latin America. That's right. We call it sopilotes. So you smell like a sopilote. So it is because they you know they how can I say, what is the word for carroña? It's just, you know, they eat rotten meat.
Oh, I see. Like
they are, you know, like they are
carrion.
like
carrion. The word is
carrion.
carrion.
Exactly, carrion.
Pepe.
Correct.
Pepe.
Correct.
Yes. Over.
That's right. It's well. All right. Now, in this case, let me continue. Okay. So Z will be za, ze, zi, zo, zu.
Zu. Okay.
Exactly. That's right.
Za,
Now,
ze, zi, zo, zu.
okay. Now, so we covered this in this way, you know, the basic of the alphabet, but also we need to learn about another piece, the numbers. All right.
I think I'm sorry, Pepe. I'm afraid it's too late in Australia.
Okay. Perfect.
And yeah, maybe we do the numbers next time if you don't mind.
Correct. No, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll...
Yeah, and we're really grateful for your patience. And I mean, it's a great session, great lessons that you're given, and I'm really grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So remember, we're going to, yes.
Yeah, and I have a request.
Yes.
We'd like to see you more often during our Zoom calls, not only about Spanish. We'd like to see you because we have Zoom calls nearly every day.
Correct.
And if you have time, we would like to have you with us.
All right. Well, yes. So can you be so kind to send me daily, all the time that you have
here is the thing. Yeah, here is the thing. The same link, we're using the same link for Zoom from from Tuesday to Sunday. Monday is a day off. We don't have Zoom calls on Mondays, but we have Zoom calls from 11 a.m. Like that's too early for you, but you know, it's 7 when you get up in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning in your time. We still so you can join us.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah, same link.
So this one, they will be the same one. Okay,
exactly.
perfect. I'm going to save it then. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So it will be what days you mentioned?
Monday is a day off. All the other days we have sessions normally.
Okay.
Unless there is something.
You rest on Monday. Okay, perfect.
See.
Okay, so in this case, okay, so I'm going to thank you. Muchísimas gracias por su atención. Thank you for your attention.
Muchísimas gracias para usted.
Muchas gracias. Okay.
Yes.
Usted, para ti. That it will
Para
be more,
ti.
more familiar will be para ti,
Yes.
you, for you.
Okay, para ti. Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you to join us so often, so that I feel more comfortable to use ti instead of usted.
Exactly. So it will be for you.
Para ti.
It will be para ti or para usted.
Usted.
O para vos. Okay.
Can
Now,
you say that?
this is a very interesting thing, you know, because we use this one. We use it, you know. For example, in Argentina, they use it, you know, for more familiar is vos. Like we also in El Salvador, but in Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, and Nicaragua, we use it vos. And in Argentina, in Uruguay, they use it also vos. Okay, so it's very good. Now this comes from vos. Vos, señor, that was
Papa Echo, Papa Echo, Papa Echo. This is Bravo Golf Bravo. Over. We can continue after I stop the recording.
Stop the recording.
Just,
go ahead.
Give me a second. Over.
Right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for a wonderful session, as Mokhtar said. And I'll just share my screen. 1 second.
Maybe Pepe needs to stop sharing so that you can.
Yes. Sorry. I'm going to stop. Okay, so it is already done.
Okay, so you should be able to see the schedule at the moment now. Is that correct?
All right. Yes, I do.
Okay, so it's tentative, and we actually have our opening next Monday. This has all been a trial run up till now. We actually open next Monday, and we'll fill the things and do that sort of stuff. I've paused the recording now, haven't I?
All right.
No,
sure.
I haven't paused it yet. We'll discuss afterwards how we're doing this. But the time schedule is 11 a.m. UTC through till 13 a.m. UTC. UTC Monday through till Saturday.
Correct.
So that's it there. So I'm going to pause the recording now.
All right.
Stop share and find the recording and click stop recording.